Hi everyone, so welcome to the second part of your literacy lesson. We are now going to be writing our diary entries and we're going to be using fronted adverbials. So each day of the week we're going to be writing a diary entry about that day and we're going to focus on a different skill in each lesson. So obviously today we're focusing on fronted adverbials and I've done a little list for you below of some fronted adverbials you could use. So these are all things we use to start our sentences. We follow them with a comma before we write the rest of our sentence. You can pause the video here to have a read through some of these if you need a little bit of inspiration, or come back to it later when you are writing. Right, so I have on your assignment put a attachment of a document that is a template like this, which you can use to write your diary entry on. When you are writing your diary entry, don't forget that you need to write the date up here or up here. So that will be the 1st of March 2021. You also need to use the first person. So you're writing about how it's happened to you. So you need to use pronouns like I, my, we, our, and other pronouns like that. That's how it's written, etc. You need to start by writing Dear Diary, comma. So that will come up here somewhere, Dear Diary. Of course, you need to remember your fronted adverbials, and you also need to remember to include your emotions. So how did you feel about the things that happened throughout your day or throughout your weekend, as you might be talking about as well. One thing I missed off this list, but is also really important, is you need to make sure most of it is written in the past tense, because normally in your diary you're recounting things that have happened. Right, those are most of the things I need to tell you. Now I'm going to read to you my example that I've written for you. So I'll attach this to the assignment as well. The copy I've attached to the assignment, I've also highlighted the fronted adverbials so you can see which fronted adverbials I've used, and you can also magpie a bit if that helps you as well. Okay, so my example, Miss Knowles' example. You can see at the top, it's not that clear here because it's a little bit small, but it does say Homeschool Diary Day 1, and then over here I've written my date, 1st of March 2021. Dear Diary, comma. Last week, our Prime Minister Boris Johnson announced that schools will reopen on the 8th of March, as the number of people getting ill from COVID has reduced. This is only 1 week away. I am happy about this and really looking forward to seeing everyone. Over the weekend, the sun came out. It's incredible to think that only a few weeks ago we were playing in the snow. On Saturday, I took Ivy, my kitten, for her first walk down the road. Before this, she had only ever been in the garden. Unfortunately, she got frightened by a passing car and ended up scratching my arm. Ouch! Yesterday, I did some lesson planning and repotted lots of avocado plants I started to grow during the first lockdown last year. Amazingly, they have grown really big. This morning, I had my favourite breakfast of pancakes and berries. On the way to school, I saw a beautiful fawn run across the road with its mother. This made my heart skip a beat. Before we went outside for numeracy, we did the marshmallow test. The key worker children were really good at it. After lunchtime, we listened to some stories about some inspirational women in science called Mary Johnson and Eileen Galloway. I found it really interesting how Eileen Galloway, a lawyer, was able to ensure space is safe and peaceful. Later on, I shall play the recording of Max and the Millions to our new class book to the children who are currently in school. I am also looking forward to going home and having a go on my rowing machine and cuddling my cat. So you can see the majority of what I've written is written in the past tense, but then my last paragraph I've said later on, and I've talked about what's going to happen later on in my day, because obviously you guys are writing this. If you're following our timetable, you are writing it after lunch. So that means that you've still got quite a bit of your day to go as well. And you might know what else is going to happen in your day, in which case you can write about what else is going to happen. So I hope this all makes sense. I can't wait to read them, and it'll be really nice, a nice document to look back on, really, these diaries that we're going to make over this week. Tomorrow, we're actually going to make a book to keep all of our diaries in. So make sure that when you write your diary, it's on paper that you can either pull out of a book or sheets of paper or these printouts that I've used. and we will be making them into a book tomorrow, as I already said. So I hope you enjoy. Don't forget to include all of these things: the date, first person pronouns, dear diary, fronted adverbials, emotions, how you felt about things, and also past tense. You can listen to the video again if you found it helpful, and also, as I said, you can have a look at my example with the highlighted fronted adverbials on the assignment as well. Good luck, guys. I can't wait to read them, and I will talk to you tomorrow to help you write your diaries tomorrow as well.